There we go. That's better. All right, guys, just give me just give me one moment here. We're gonna get started in just a second. Sorry about being late. Beautiful. Just making sure the stream is working. Looks like it is. Doesn't look like we have too many departures or anything right now. I kind of watched them all land as I was getting to the airport. So hopefully soon. We got some taken off. I haven't had a chance to really look at flight radar. All right, and that was an Alaska E-175. No idea where it's going. Best guess is Seattle. But I have not had a chance to look yet, so that is where I'm at. Um, Hello, Pip Hastings. How's everything going? Yeah, it is looking good so far. Which is, I think this is so far the best, so far, the best looking stream I've had. I do need to get the overlay on here. I don't know where it went. It's not, oh, hold up. Okay, that's not it. Other than the overlay, I think everything is doing good. So awesome. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Beautiful day in Boise, that is for sure. I believe it's something like 62 degrees or so. It is, let me check the good old weather app here. Gotta love the weather app. It is, oh, okay, that's close. 61 degrees. Of course, the real feel or whatever you call it is 66. Um, yeah. Current time here in Boise is 2:26 p.m. And we got a general aviation, something rather. Can't see because of the sun. Wonderful. All right. As we can see here, we got a couple flights lined up here. Because it's such a small airport, most of these flights will leave within an hour of arriving. So it shouldn't be too much longer before we see them leaving. Until then, Pip Hastings said, I miss the old mountains. I mean, hey, if you ever want to come down to Boise, it's always open. I'm the only one who streams down here, so it's different being in Dallas, that is for sure. Um, One more thing. I'm going to try to get my live chat. I do have a live chat feature. I don't know where it went though. It just disappeared on me. But usually I can have a live chat feature, and I can feature your comments. Again, I'm not sure I had it. Maybe I'll figure it out eventually. Eventually, during the stream, we will have the live chat. And I will be able to point all of your lovely comments onto the stream. Famous. I don't know. Alright, just give me a couple seconds here, I'll figure it out. That's really weird. It just, like, isn't there. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Shoot. What's happening here? Oopsies. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Oops. Sorry about that. I pressed the wrong button. Isn't that always exciting? We're back. We're alive. We're here. We're not going to do that again. That was silly. Alright, I'm going to try this one more time. I cannot... There we go. I think I did something. For those of you just joining the stream, my name is Devin. I am the host here at Legitimate Aviation Live. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon at the up atop the Boise Airport parking garage. You are looking at an absolutely normal-looking Allegiant A320. Other than that, we're just waiting for some departures here. I, again, have not had the chance to check flight radar yet. I'm making sure everything's running smoothly. Making sure you guys get the best stream possible. And for some reason... Okay, well that's interesting. Interesting. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. We'll just ignore that for now then. Get the not live chat, the good old overlay on here. There we go. That's what we like. Alright, get back to the live chat here. Alright, hopefully everything's working for you guys. I'm gonna double check one more time because I did exit out of the stream on accident. That was dumb. Make sure it's still going. Perfect. Alright, everything is working. Yeah, so I think now would be the time to go ahead and check the good old flight radar 24. I hear an airplane, I don't see an airplane. I think this is what I hear. And right there is a United Boeing 737-8. More than likely going to Denver. Yep, going to Denver. I actually saw that guy land as I got here. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to catch it on stream. But, you know, it is what it is. And then after this guy departs, we've got a 2:35 departure for the Delta E-175 that we were looking at earlier. And then a good 20 or so minutes, and then we've got an Allegiant A320. That's the one we were also looking at earlier. Followed by the Delta 737-8 going to Minneapolis, St. Paul. And the Alaska 737-9 going to Seattle. So we got a bit of a prime time lineup there, and then it kind of slows down just a wee bit after that, for departures at least. Actually, it looks like the Alaska's almost the last departure for a while. But in terms of arrivals, I believe, yeah, we do have quite a few arrivals in the 4 o'clock hour. So hopefully we'll be able to get those on camera. Speaking of the Delta E-175, there she is. And she'll be heading over to Seattle, I do believe so. Yeah, Seattle, Washington. So that should be fun, should be happy. I don't know how many of you people follow my Instagram, but I did post yesterday that Atlas Air was supposedly supposed to fly a 747 into Boise this morning, and they unsurprisingly they changed it to a 737. So we kind of missed out on that, but it wasn't our fault. But hopefully one of these days we'll get to see Boise's token 747 fly in here. And that should be pretty cool. Hopefully it's not on like a Wednesday during school or something, you know, something inconvenient like that. All right. I think I'm safe to try and figure out this live chat. How do I... You know, I watch a tutorial every time I use this live chat, because I only use it like once every 2 months or whatever. And every single time, I always forget how to use this thing. So it's gonna be my intermediate project as we stream out here today. Trying to figure out how on earth to get this thing to go. I'm trying to figure out. There's usually like a. Honestly. It was up earlier, but I mean, you know, it's it's not it's not there. Okay, well, that's really exciting. Huh. Oh well, we'll figure it out eventually. Thank you to all who have joined the stream. This is my home city, my home base in terms of streaming, flying, plane spotting, all of the good stuff you guys like. I typically try to do streams once a month, or at least in the months that it's not 30 degrees. I do try to stream. I was going to stream last month in January, but it was, 17 degrees for a good 2 weeks with wind chill. And then it went up to, I think, 30 or something for a good couple weeks as well. So I did not stream then. And every once in a while, you'll see me stream out in other cities. Like late December, I was down in Sacramento for a limited one-time stream, and about 6 or 7 months, probably 8 months ago now, I was over in Vancouver. That stream didn't go well, but I was there. I did stream. We did try. Uh, so, good times. I'm gonna get my pop-out chat here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I think I figured out the pop-out chat. We'll see if it works. Just give me 1 second here. Pip Hastings, I don't know if you're still on stream. If you are, I'm going to use one of your comments as an example. I'm just trying to see if it, in fact, shows up. And I really do want to get outdoor audio for you guys, so you can hear what's going on more than just see what's going on. But that is a project for the future. And in case you are not aware, that is the Delta E-175 going to Seattle, Washington. All right. I will grab a better shot of that here in just 1 second. We're going to try this out, see if it pops up. It isn't looking like it's working. Okay. No worries, one thing at a time. Thanks, Pip Hastings. I am wildly good at multitasking, but at the same time, I'm not always good at the things I'm multitasking. That's that's more of the situation. But thank you for your patience with me. And unfortunately, all of the departures are heading out east, which means they're all going to be turning, well, on your screen, they're going to be turning right. So you actually won't see the planes lining up, which is unfortunate, because usually we do get to see that. But today is not our lucky day in terms of that. I'm getting the live chat going. I did figure it out. There we go. I am a genius. That looks incredible. I'm so happy with myself. Beautiful. And it looks like we do have some sort of arrival. I probably won't be able to see much of it, but I will zoom in on what I see. Looks like a general aviation of some sort. I'm not good with my general aviation. Ooh, sorry for the flashy focusing there. That was horrible. I feel like this camera stand is shrinking, because it is. I need to fix that. All right. How did I do that? Oh, sorry, I'll get rid of your comment off the screen. There we go. Yeah, I can explain that here in just a sec. It's not actually that hard. Well, it was hard for me, but I can't. Sometimes I'm a little slow when it comes to figuring this stuff out. It's a Google Chrome extension, actually. So I don't know what software you use to stream, whether it's Yahoo or whatever, but it should be an extension that you download. It's called, I don't know what it's called, actually. By the way, that's the United 737-8 going to Denver. What is it called? All right, we'll see that guy soon. All right, well, I do use, actually, okay, let me figure out what the actual, it's called the live chat pop-out, I'm pretty sure. It's not a very creative, it's just called the live chat pop-out. And you download it to your Google Chrome, right? Oh, hello, Robbie Batista. Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. Hope you are all doing fantastic. Yeah, so it's called live chat pop-out, basically, a live chat, and you download it onto Google Chrome as an extension, and I forget all the details. I watched a YouTube video on how to properly install it, but eventually you get it to connect to your OBS. And from what I did is wow, my explaining is horrible. You go to the live chat on your actual stream studio, so like YouTube Studio, and then you go to the pop-out live chat, and then from there, it should give you the option to copy and paste the live chat link, and you go into OBS, and I forget what kind of source you use. Yeah, it doesn't tell me what it's called. I think it's actually just a live chat source. I think there's a specific source for that. And you put in the link there, and then it should work automatically. And if not, that's when you know you need to go look at a YouTube video. But yeah, so that's kind of the explanation for it. Just going through some of these comments here, making sure I didn't miss anything. Why is that? Did I click on that? Huh. Interesting. Sweet. Yeah, so that's kind of the long explanation for it. And I'm looking at my computer and I have text messages. Who is texting me? No one. No one's texting me. Okay, that's exciting. All right. And for those of you just joining us, we do have 2 departures getting ready and lining up, of which we cannot see because they are on the wrong side of the airport. We do have this arrival over here. It looks like another, what, a Cessna or something? Beechcraft, maybe? And I do hear the departure, probably the Delta E-175. We are standing by. Yep, there it is. And this Delta E-175 is going over to Seattle, Washington. It is one of, I believe, 7 flights a day on Delta alone. Beautiful. As a live streamer, you start to compliment your own work because you're standing out here by yourself for several hours. You start to go a little crazy when you're alone trying to film something for people. But it's fun. I enjoy it. All right. And I'm going to focus in on that Allegiant there because there's not a whole lot happening on the other side. All right, let's move some of this stuff around. I want to see my stream details. We're 4 viewers. Okay, that's not too bad. That's pretty good, considering how many subscribers I have. All right. Well, how's everyone doing? How's everyone holding up on this fine February afternoon? February is by far the longest month of the year, even though it's only 29 days this year. Because, I mean, if you go to school, there's no days off except for, I think, President's Day. There's nothing special happening in February except for Valentine's Day, but, you know, who has one of those? It's just a long month, so I do hope you all are having a good, survivable February. Oh, someone's honking. I don't know if you guys know this, but I actually have official Legitimate Aviation Live stickers. Isn't that crazy? I have stickers, guys. I got to jet. I may be back later. All right, Pip Hastings. Thanks for stopping by. I do hope you come join us again later. We should be here probably for another 2 hours. So see you then, I guess. Thanks for coming by. All right. Yeah, I wonder if I could actually show you what these stickers look like. You can kind of see the outline. It's a white sticker over a white sticker base. But the actual sticker's clear, so if that makes any sense. That's kind of what it looks like. So when you actually put the sticker on something, it is clear, and you can actually see the design. But I'm not selling them because, you know, I only have, I don't have I don't have a big fan base. That doesn't take a genius to figure out. But if, you know, someone comes by or whatever, I will have those stickers on me, and you can be one of those special few who get a legitimate aviation sticker. First edition, and technically unreleased too. You know, stickers are pretty cheap to make nowadays, so it was a pretty easy investment there, and I thought they're kind of cool. So, just in case that interests you and you live here in Boise somewhere, yeah. All right, and we are still waiting on a United Boeing 737-8 who's going to Denver. He's lining up at the runway. I'm not quite sure what he's waiting for. I can't see anything over there. But that's kind of what we're waiting for. And I don't know. This summer, I'm thinking of doing several trip reports actually. On the, oh, here we go. We got I can't see. Where is he? I don't know what this guy's doing. Probably just having fun with this plane, honestly. Which is, you know, what any pilot would do. If you own a Cessna, you might as well fly it and have fun, right? Anyway, yeah. Yeah, anyway, I'm thinking of doing some trip reports in the summer. No guarantees of exactly what, but I do want to fly on that Sun Country inaugural flight into Boise. It'd be Minneapolis to Boise. Not sure if any of you guys are planning on doing that. I highly doubt you would be. But that might be one of the upcoming trip reports here on the channel. I'd probably release it last of all the videos I film leading up to that. So, I mean, any flight I take getting to Minneapolis or getting from Minneapolis, depending on which direction I go, would probably come out first. But hopefully we'll have a nice, good old summer lineup for you guys. It just all kind of depends on what my schedule is. But that's kind of the plan right now. In terms of content, I do have one more trip report coming out here in March. Man. And that will be, I believe, a 787, United 787 trip report. So, yeah, should be good, should be fun. And again, if you are all just joining us, my name is Devin. I am the single and only host. You could take that in several different ways, I guess. Legitimate Aviation Live here atop the Boise Airport parking garage. It is currently 2:52 p.m. here in Boise. That is the local time. We are off of the mountain time in the United States. The weather today is 62 degrees. I'd say probably partly cloudy. It looks like there's some storm clouds heading away from us. Going what? North? I think that's north, yeah. Other than that, yeah, it's a good day to be out streaming. Not too much of a wind chill. All right. And we'll go ahead and do another flight radar check just to see what's happening in the sky, in the air. I already know kind of what's heading out of here. It does look like that United's waiting for something. But there's nothing really around except for a bunch of general aviation. So I'm not exactly sure what he's waiting for. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. It does look like we got both our Allegiant over here getting ready to depart and that Delta Boeing 737-8. The one you're looking at right now is going over to Minneapolis, St. Paul. One of 2 flights a day, and this summer they go up to 3 flights a day. Usually either on the 738, 739, A321, or the A320 or A319. It's kind of a range. Depends on the day, depends on the time of the year, depends on the season. Yeah, usually something small like that, you know, narrow body, kind of like everything else here at Boise. And there's that Allegiant Airbus A320, I assume. I've never actually checked. Probably should. It is, yeah, Allegiant A320 going to Santa Ana, Orange County. This is Allegiant's most popular flight out of Boise. They won't tell you that, and no one else will tell you that, but it's you know, you can figure that out when you realize they're cutting all their other flights to like twice a week or something, and this one's 4 times a week at some points in the season. Yeah, that's a cool picture right there. I'm gonna snag a picture. Oh, I don't have a card. Never mind. I'm not gonna snag a picture. There's that United Boeing 737-8. He's going over to Denver, Colorado. Oh man, I do wish I had audio for outside so you can hear the engine startup of this Allegiant over here. It's like literally 100 feet away from me. So if you hear me start yelling, that's probably why, because I'm trying to hear my own voice. Yeah, well, let's get a look at that. You can't hear it, but hey, at least you can see it. And I'm going to snag a picture of it real quick. That is too good of an opportunity to miss, right? That is incredible. Ooh, still getting over a little bit of a sickness here, but I mean, there we go. That's exciting. I'll probably be doing that one day. Working down at the airport. While we're waiting, we got some sort of a Cessna or something rather. It's probably the same one we've seen constantly, but I mean, you know. All right. Does look like that Delta's pushing back over there. Again, that guy's going over to Minneapolis, St. Paul. And in fact, that Allegiant's going to be sitting there for a while because he's gonna have to wait for that Delta to get out of the way. How exactly they do that? They're either going to send the Delta out to the runway first, or they're going to move them out of the way. And probably the FedEx area, or actually, I think that's the only area they can move them to, or out into the main taxiway. But I don't think that makes sense. I don't know what that little symbol on the Allegiant thing says. Oh, it's an advertisement for their Visa. That's cool. In case you guys were wondering what Allegiant slaps on their planes, now you know. All right. It does look like this Allegiant's getting ready to move here. If you want to screenshot that right there, that's a pretty good picture. There's no overlay interrupting it, so I'd say that's a good picture. I'm probably going to screenshot that when I get home. I would take a picture now, on my camera, but apparently I didn't bring my SD card, so that ain't happening. All right, perfect. Man, I wish you guys could hear the audio. I think that might have to be what I work on next. You can hear the wind, which is not a great trade-off, but you know. All right. And while we're waiting for these these guys to take off, I might as well show you guys the hills we got over here. We still got some snow on these mountains. If you turn all the way around here, you can see where is it? Downtown Boise. We got our new skyscraper coming in over there. First, well, quote unquote skyscraper. It's the smallest skyscraper you'll ever see. First new one in like 11 years or something. So, first time the Boise skyline has really looked anything different. But yeah, you can see downtown Boise from the airport parking garage, which, you know, that's something to do, something to see. Um, yeah, so that's kind of my view when I'm not looking at airplanes. And then for those of you who are extreme nerds, um, which I don't know if I'm more of a nerd or if you guys are more of the nerds, because I'm actually out here live streaming airplanes. Uh, hmm, and I know a lot about them, so I don't know if I'm more of the nerd or not. But that's the airport terminal over there. You can see all the good stuff, all the people, all the cars, all the I don't know what's good about all that, but you know, you can see the terminal and stuff like that. I'll focus on the airplanes. Those are more interesting. Right. And yeah, we're just gonna be waiting for those two airplanes right there to depart. And then right after those guys, we're going to be seeing the Alaska Boeing 737-9 going to Seattle. So that'll be good. That'll be fun, right? That'll be really entertaining. Looks like Western Aircraft has a PC-12 going to Bellingham. That won't be much, you know, that's not super exciting, but hey, you know, it's something to see. And after that, according to Flight Radar, we don't have a departure till 5 p.m. Which is a little concerning because it's 3 p.m. So we'll see. We'll hope that something arrives early, leaves early, something like that. Maybe an emergency landing for some reason, um, or a charter, unscheduled charter, something like that. We'll see. But in terms of arrivals, yeah, we do have quite a few arrivals in the 4 o'clock hour. It does look like we have two United E-175s from San Francisco. One's either filling in, going to maintenance, or just late. It doesn't have red on there or anything, so I don't think it's late, but there's no reason to have two E-175 from San Francisco within 10 minutes of each other. So I don't know, we'll see. All right. And right now we got the Delta 737-8 going to Minneapolis, St. Paul. We won't be seeing this guy for very long. He's going on to the other side of the airport to take off. But we will see him in the air. And that is the same thing with this Allegiant over here. They are both going to the one part of the airport that my camera cannot see. And they'll be lining up over there. But yeah, we'll see him eventually. And since we're not doing too much here, I might as well get the registration for these. Actually, we got another general aviation taking off here. Let's see if I can get it on camera. Wonderful. Anyway, that Delta right there, his registration is in fact, man. Well, it's flight 2586 on registration N394DA. In case you guys are interested with registration numbers, and that Allegiant is G4. That's their code 1596, and that is registration N205NV. That is an Airbus A320 going to Santa Ana, Orange County, California. Yeah, so that's kind of the action for now. And there is supposed to be an Alaska 737 going to Seattle as well. But unfortunately, you can see the one Alaska tail. That's not it, I don't think. We won't see the Alaska push back or anything. We'll just see it take off. So, wow, it's really quiet out here now. There's nothing left. There's not a single plane left on the at the terminal. They're all gone. All right, and we got another. I really need to research my general aviation. I do feel like I'm getting better at my camera work though. I think this is going a lot better than normal. On top of that, I fixed the coloring on my stream. I don't know how many of you guys were in my Sacramento stream back in December. I don't even know what happened. It just connected to my camera and it was like, it didn't read something right. Because the coloration of the video was just horrible. But I did figure it out. It took me, well, on the stream, I couldn't figure it out. But as soon as I get home, right, it takes 10 minutes. Because that's just Murphy's Law, right? You only figure out the problem once you don't need to figure out the problem anymore. But hey, it's fixed, so we're all good with that. I am not complaining about that one. Yeah, so that's that. That's fun. That's cool. And I do hear that Delta. It's either the Delta or the Alaska pushing back. I think it's the Delta. Yep. And that is a Boeing 737-800 going to Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's one of 2 daily flights on Delta, both of which operate on the same airplane, at least right now. The other one leaves at, I believe, 5 a.m. It is an early bird departure. I've actually never been to Minneapolis, so maybe one day. Maybe this summer, actually. We'll see. And there she goes. Oh, I lost it. I'm sorry. All right. Well, that's that. I'm gonna grab some water real quick in case you hear water noises. That's what that is. I don't think you will. This mic is pretty good at filtering weird noises out, but probably not all of them. So just beware. Ooh. I am glad it is not 95 degrees outside. Well, I mean, it's not summer, first of all, so that's why. But I would not be enjoying this as much if it was 95. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is 62, so it's actually a pretty good temperature. I'm wearing a nice light coat right now. And that's the Allegiant Airbus A320 going to Santa Ana, Orange County, LA in California. I don't know why they give it so many names. Even on the Allegiant website, they can't decide, and there's 3 different listings for the same airport. It's really weird, but that's just how they do it. Oh, and I lost focus. Oh, there we go. Anyway, that's probably one of the last departures for a while. I do have one more Alaska heading out here in a few minutes. By the way, if you guys have any suggestions or suggestions or recommendations for airports to stream at or to fly to or trip reports or anything like that, you know, I'm not rich, so I probably won't get to all of them. I might not even get to any of them, at least for a while. But I always consider it. I always put it into my consideration because I'd much rather offer you guys something you guys want to see, than something that I'm just guessing. Because for me, it's all the same. I enjoy traveling. I enjoy streaming. Oh my goodness. Oh shoot, sorry, I can't see. There we go. The sun's in the way. I believe those are F-16s. I apologize if I'm getting that wrong. I'm not good with my Air Force or Navy or anything like that. They do kind of look like F-16s though, or F-18s maybe. Cool, that's something I didn't expect to see. Oh, they're putting on a show for us. And of course I lose focus right as they do that. I can't even see them, they're so far away. I'm sorry. There we go. Shoot, yeah. It's hard to focus when they're that far away and I can't even see them. There we go. I got one. That is pretty cool. You usually don't get this kind of action unless you're at the air show. Uh, but I guess I managed to be here on a practice day. Sorry, I have really shaky camera work here. We'll wait till it gets a little closer and we'll go back to that. How about that? And by closer, it's not going to be that much closer. All right, the sun is going away, so it'll be a little easier to see. There we go. Yeah, you can see it a little better here. Does look like they're getting ready to land. So we might see it on the ground here in just a few minutes. And if you guys know what that is, feel free to let me know in the comments or the chat. I'm thinking it's an F-16, but I have no reason to say that, honestly, because I know nothing about fighter jets, honestly. I can recognize an F-35. That's about it, honestly. And an A-10. I can recognize an A-10. And I am losing my feet over here because I'm tripping over my own camera stand, tripod. There you go. We'll see how close up I can get before I lose it. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Look at that. Oh, I'm so proud of myself right now. Oh man, that's so cool. There we go. This is probably the best shot you're gonna get in this stream. So, there we go. Look at that. Too bad I can't take a picture because I don't have an SD card. Shoot. Hey, but if you guys want to screenshot that, or go back 10 seconds or whatever and screenshot that, that would probably be good, not good for you necessarily, but it would be good, right? Get a picture to hang on the wall. Looks like the other one is coming in. I don't know if I'll be able to focus on it because it's pretty far. Yeah, my camera does, I don't have manual focus, so it's hard to, oh bother, there it is. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I thought I'd be able to get it on camera. There we go. All right. Well, we won't see it land. We won't see it touch down, but I mean, there he is on the ground. Again, if you know what that is, let me know in the chat. That is sick. And this is kind of the kind of action you won't get on every live stream, every airport live stream, because most people stream at major airports which do not have military bases. And so the one special thing about Boise is they've got military action of all sorts, from, you know, simple 810s, F-16s, F-35s, rarely F-35s, but they do have them here sometimes, to stinking like charters from Singapore and stuff. So we've got a ton of random military action here. There's no schedule for it, so it's hard to, you know, stream it because you don't know when it's gonna happen. But it does happen, and it's always a fun, good surprise when it does happen. So that's kind of one of those reasons to stick around. Yeah, because if you look over here, right there, I believe that has to be a military charter of some sort. I couldn't tell you from where, for what, or anything. But we don't usually have that just sitting around, right? So I would think that's probably a charter from somewhere. And if we're lucky, we'll have that guy depart for us. But again, there's no way to tell unless it starts moving. So yeah, and I'm kind of curious where these guys are going. All right, and if you guys are just joining us, this is Legitimate Aviation Live. We are live atop the Boise Airport parking garage. My name is Devin. I hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday afternoon here on February 25th, 2024. The current local time here in Boise is 3:16 p.m. Last I checked, it was 62 degrees. And it looks like it's getting a little cloudy out. It's hard to tell where the clouds are going though. But I think we're okay in terms of no rain for now at least. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. And here in just a second, I'm gonna be plugging in my camera because it's down to 16 minutes left of battery. Which is normal. That's completely normal on these streams. I usually run out of battery pretty quickly. But that's why I bring my charger. And I have 27% left on my big battery, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it should still last for another hour. It was at 37 when we started, and I started about 45, 50 minutes ago. So I think we should be okay. There we go. We are all plugged in. And yeah, as you can see, there's some heavy clouds over there. They're kind of surrounding us, actually. It's hard to tell where they're moving, though. Because if you look, they wrap around all the way into the hills. So it's a little hard to tell what's happening with these clouds, but I think we should be fine. Yeah, and now we're just gonna wait for some arrivals. As you can see, the concourse is completely barren. This is kind of a slower time of the day. But I don't actually think I've ever streamed at this time either, so we're getting a little bit more action. This summer, if you guys stick around, Avelo's adding a second flight, second destination out of Boise, which is crazy because usually small, low-cost carriers like that, come in and out of Boise, and they're just like, okay, they don't usually give us much. Like Spirit, they give us 2 flights to Vegas, but I don't think we're gonna be getting much more from them. But Avelo's going to Santa Rosa on May 2nd, and I will still be in school then, which means I will not be on that inaugural, although I did consider it for a brief moment. Well, unless, of course, I didn't actually check what day it is. But assume I'm not going to be on that inaugural, because I probably can't afford it. Yeah, it's a Thursday. I won't have time for that one. The thing is, Vela's scheduling both of their 2 flights from to Burbank and Santa Rosa on the same day. They're both going to be operating, I think it's Sunday and Thursday, which means in the summer, if we're streaming on a Sunday or a Thursday, wow, we probably won't see 2 in a day, but we'll have a greater chance of seeing a Velo, which is a pretty rare airline to see on an airport live stream because they fly to, small airports. So stick around for that. We'll also be getting Sun Country come June 19th. I believe it's actually flying the same days. It might be I think it might be, I don't know, it might be Monday and Thursday or something like that. But if we hit the right day in the summer, we'll be getting quite a bit of variety here, which is really cool. I'm really happy about that. So just something to look forward to in the summertime. I'm always thinking of going places, whether I get there or not. It's the other question. I might be going down to LA one of these days. I know that's not the most creative place to stream, but maybe we'll go to Orange County or Ontario or something like that and get kind of a different experience. We'll see. None of it's official. It's just kind of things I've thought of. It'll mostly be day trips and stuff. It won't be, big, long week events or anything like that. Mostly just content trips, basically. Going places to see airplanes. Which is kind of a funny thing if you think about it. Going all the way to a different city just to see a big flying piece of metal multiple times. That's kind of a funny idea. All right. There's not a whole lot happening here, so we're going to go ahead and swoop on over to the military area. I guess we'll go look at this, I don't even know what that is. Is that a 767 or something? That might be a 767. We do have several, do we have any 3 o'clock arrivals? I saw 4 o'clock, I don't remember 3 o'clock. That might not be good. 3 o'clock might be a bit of a barren hour for us here. No, okay, we don't have a lot, but we have a couple. We have Alaska. Okay, wow. We've got an Alaska E-175 from Phoenix. Coming in at like 3:40, so 20 minutes. We still have that Alaska 739 going to Seattle. That guy hasn't departed yet. I don't know what he's doing. I can't see it from here. I did see it land. He was supposed to leave at 3. And I know I didn't miss it because there hasn't been a whole lot of action today. So at some point, we will be seeing the Alaska 737-9 take off. Yeah, and the chat has not been super active today, which is okay. But just kind of hoping I could use my fancy live chat feature. But, it is what it is. All right. Other than that, it looks like the majority of the arrivals will be E-175s, which is not great. But we did see several mainline flights earlier So that's kind of the trade. Boise is unfortunately a hub for E-175s. It has a SkyWest hangar. They love flying their E-175s here. Which E-175s are great to fly on. They're great to. They're better, they're better than CRJs for the most part. Not in every aspect, but most aspects. But they're not exactly the most exciting to film, right? But it is what it is. This is Boise, so you're coming here to see Boise airport material. you know. All right. Looks like we got 3 current viewers. Not too shabby. I think Sacramento we reached a total of 12 or something. We were going crazy in Sacramento. Wow, I think that was by far the most successful stream we've ever had. Which it's not a competition or anything, but I was impressed. I was impressed, honestly. Maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we'll go back to Sacramento. Yeah, again, if you guys have any suggestions for places to stream, places to fly, airlines to fly, let me know. Let me know. I'm definitely trying to plan stuff, but I'm also trying to balance my life schedule, right? So, I'll get to it eventually. What does help though is, leaving a like, subscribing. To be completely honest with you, subscribing actually helps the most, right? Um, that's just the truth. That's not even me trying to get you to subscribe. That's just that's the reality of YouTube is subscribing. So hey, if you like the content, I would not complain if you subscribed, but it ain't my choice. And there's a helicopter. We might as well go look at that, right? There he is. Oopsies. Never mind. We lost him. There he is. Yeah. This is the time of the stream where you find out why I decided to have narrated streams. And not silent streams. Because there's not a whole lot happening right now. And we can talk, right? Sorry, that was a lamppost. Oof, okay, I can't twist that far. I'm not in a good position to twist all the way around. All right. Yeah, not super busy today. It does look like we got some cloud cover coming in though. I'm really scared that my live chat is actually just not working, and you guys have been saying stuff and I'm missing it all. That's kind of like a more hopeful view of things. Nope. Okay, just making sure. I've got the stream up on my phone just in case. Okay, well that helicopter over there is landing, so we might as well get that on camera too, eh? Is that a Air St. Luke's? Where'd it go? There it is. That might be. Or it's, oh, I forgot what the brand is. Oh, really? Behind the hangar? Ah, that's not nice. Can't do that to me. Alright, well, we'll get a change of scenery here and go over to the FedEx area. Got a FedEx 757-200. That guy's gonna be leaving around 4:30, I believe, or 5 or something like that. Pretty late in the day, actually. We're basically gonna be here till my batteries die. Not my batteries, my camera batteries. Yeah, so it's not super eventful right now. We're still waiting on that Alaska 737-9 to leave, go to Seattle, get out of here. Uh, they're not doing that yet. We'll check Flight Radar, see what's going on, see if it says there's a delay or something like that. We should have an arrival here in the next 10 minutes or so. So if you're willing to stick around, oh, yep, it says 3:30 on Flight Radar. So hopefully we'll be having a departure here soon. Unfortunately, it's going to the other side, so we'll have to wait for it to actually take off. But yeah, that's kind of the update. And wow, this weather's weird. Like the sun is beaming on me, but right next to the sun is like a death wish of clouds. Like it's like nighttime. And it's probably going to start raining, honestly. It's hard to tell where the clouds are moving. They're moving away from me, I think. But they're moving like northeast. So they're coming towards me, but they're also going away. So I don't know. We'll see. If it does start raining, I will at least have to move my stuff. Because I don't have my umbrella with me, which probably still wouldn't help because it's probably going to be a thunderstorm. So I don't know. But hey, it's not raining right now. We are doing okay. All right. Well, how you guys doing? How are my awesome viewers? What is it? 2 awesome viewers. You guys are my new favorites. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to check out the Boise airport, right? The only known airport in Idaho, besides maybe Sun Valley, because Sun Valley is a tourist destination, kinda. It's more of they call it a tourist destination, but it's more of like oh, we get rich people here once a year because of some summit, and they brag about that. And they have one of the 3 5-star hotels in Idaho. So, whoop-de-doo. But yeah, Boise's kind of the only somewhat decent airport here in Idaho. And that's why we're streaming. That's why we're here, eh? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Man, it gets really peaceful up here. There's not a single car parked on this top level of the parking garage. There's nobody here. It's crazy. I mean, there's cars on the drop-off zone and everything. There's a stinking cop sitting right there. But it's like empty. I guess February is just not a time to go places. Nobody wants to visit their family. Nobody, I don't know. I'm still getting over a sickness, so if you hear me coughing, that is why. I was sick for a good week. It's not fun. Yeah. Which is why I didn't stream last week, because I was not well the whole week. 7 days of sickness. Not a good time, but I did get a lot of time off, so that was a trade, I guess. This stupid fly is not leaving me alone. Wow. I didn't realize how many cranes are out there. There's a lot of construction happening on the east side of Boise. And if you look closely, there's like a ton of, I think that's actually all one project too. They're building like one of, if not the largest, what is it called? Factory facilities or whatever, warehouses. I think that's the proper word for it. one of if not the biggest warehouses in Idaho over there. It's supposed to be, I don't know how big. It's just supposed to be big. I hear a helicopter. I saw a helicopter for a brief second. Where is it? There he is. And now I'm in a position to twist around this lamppost. There's a, wow, I didn't know they had a, all right, there we go. I can't zoom in much more without losing him, so. I don't think I've ever been on a helicopter, actually. Which I guess probably isn't much of a surprise. But I've been in a Cessna, so I mean, like, once. So I think it was a Cessna 208, actually, if I remember correctly. But I've never been in a helicopter, so maybe one of these days, maybe for a video, we'll do a helicopter ride. Where is that helicopter going? I'm curious. I don't even see it in the sky. I lost it because I'm not in a great position. I'm kind of hoping he flies right past downtown. Where is he? We're gonna find him. Wow, he's just gone. How do I lose a helicopter? Is this thing in a helicopter? That's dumb. Well, anyway, since we're over here, we might as well go look at downtown. That's downtown for you. As kind of small as it is. It is, in fact, the biggest downtown in Boise. In Idaho. Oh, here we go. Got some sort of a general aviation, something rather. Looks kind of like a Beechcraft with a long nose there, but again, I'm not great with general aviation. And I do hear an airplane doing something. Sorry, I lost focus on that. That's my fault. I don't see it though, so it might be the Alaska that we've been waiting for 35 minutes now. Or it's not. It's another general aviation, private jet, something like that. That is a crisp view right there. Yeah, we're not gonna see much more of that one. All right. You know, I'm curious. Man, something doesn't look right. Maybe it's just my computer. I think it's just my computer. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that's just my computer. Oh, I hear something. I don't know what I hear. Oh yeah, I definitely hear that jetway moving. All right, the Alaska's getting ready to leave. I can hear the jingle, the jetway jingle, that they use, which is actually a safety thing. It's not just a noise. It's not just something they slapped on there, right? It's actually meant for letting the drivers know around, the tug drivers, that, hey, you know, don't drive here, because otherwise you're going to get run over by a jetway. While that would be a funny thing to put in your grave, it is not a funny thing to have happen to you. So, I'm not sure if they had to put that on there because that happened, or if they put that on there so it didn't happen. Well, I don't know I don't know if the chicken came first or not, chicken or the egg. But yeah, that's kind of what it's there for. Mostly for, fog and stuff, because some cities fog is extremely tough in the airport, not in the, at the airport. And believe it or not, you can't see the jet bridge when it's foggy. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, they slap it on there. I think there's probably other purposes for it, but that's what I've been taught. So, that's kind of a cool shot right there. You kind of have like the dark and the light right there. I didn't even do that on purpose. I'm just that good. No. Man. We're gonna raise this camera up a little bit. There we go. Lock it in place like that. All right, well, we got a couple minutes here. For those of you just joining us, the current local time here at the Boise Airport is 3:39 p.m. Might as well check the temperature too, since we got nothing else better to do. It is 63 degrees. It's warming up. It used to be 61. Real feel says 65. It does look like it's going to rain at some point. My app says there's no rain at all, ever. At least not for the next 4 hours. But we'll see if that's right or not. My name is Devin. I'm the one and only host of Legitimate Aviation Live here on Legitimate Aviation. Right. In case the name of the stream didn't give it away, that's what the channel's called. Yeah, creative names, right? Yeah, we stream out here once a month, or kinda, as many once a month as we can. Every once in a while, you'll see me out in another airport. We did Sacramento and Vancouver already. The Vancouver stream wasn't really a stream; it was more of a slideshow. Because I did not have my incredible new computer that I have right now. But yeah, it does look like we do have an arrival. I have a feeling it's another private jet of some sort. But we'll zoom into it, see what it is. We'll check it out. Yeah. Quite honestly, this is probably the same one we saw earlier. I don't know. It's probably not. I don't think most people just fly around the airport. There we go. And we'll see it. We'll see it on the ground. Oh, maybe that is the 737 over there. I didn't think that tail was, but that's pushing back right now. So that might be our next departure right there. Yeah, in case you guys didn't see, the rest of the concourse is entirely empty. There's not a single plane here right now, besides that Alaska and the FedEx over there. Otherwise, it is a barren airport, which is mildly unfortunate. Oh, there's that little prop plane. Alright, and if you guys are enjoying the stream, I would not mind if you left a like. That would be pretty cool. That just tells me you guys actually enjoy the content and I'm not just simply wasting my time. Which is, okay, you gotta admit, that's a fair reason to like the video. If you do like my content, right? So you can have more, right? uh, but yeah, I do my best to get at least something out once a month. I'm a busy man. I have a lot going on. So I do try to come out at least a stream. Trip reports have kind of died down because I haven't traveled that much, which I'm not really that happy about. I don't know if you guys are happy about that, but you know. So we try out here. It's just me running the channel. I don't get any help or support. Well, I get, support, but I don't get any help really from anyone because I don't, more hands is more difficult sometimes. So yeah, it's just me out here. We just kind of chill, for the most part, really. Yeah, it's kind of a quiet Sunday afternoon. Really need to get some like lo-fi music or whatever. Or is that what it's called? Lo-fi, lofi? I forget what it's called. Just something calm, some chill, something to keep the stream going while there's nothing happening. I think music is probably going to be what happens next. Music will probably happen before tarmac audio. Because the last time I tried hooking up a mic to my camera, it did not sound very good. So I'll have to play around with that. And there will probably be a stream where I'm playing around with it. And it will either end with me giving up, or it will end with some pretty cool audio. And I do hear that Alaska 737-900 starting up. We should be seeing her take off here in the next few minutes. All right, so my big battery, boy, my big battery. It says it has about 10% left, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it was at, oh, well, I guess it was at 27% earlier. So we'll see. So we'll be here until, oh, it just dropped 3%. That's exciting. We like that. We'll be here until it dies, basically, until all of my stuff dies. So I'd give it 15 more minutes of the stream, which is kind of annoying because I think most of the arrivals happen in the 4 o'clock hour. So we'll see. We'll try to make it as long as we can. How about that? I don't have any extra chargers though. That's the problem. I would plug it into my computer, but my computer doesn't have a USB port. I have to use, well, it has, you know, USB-C, but that's not helpful. Oh, and here we go. Here's the Alaska E-175 coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. This is one flight a day on Alaska Airlines. They usually fly a 737-900. But because Alaska has the most inconsistent flight schedules, they don't fly a 737 from here. We get the little Embraer. But supposedly, come this summer, the 737 will be back. But until then, it's just a little Embraer from Phoenix. Even American isn't flying mainline to Phoenix right now. They're flying their little CRJs, which is a horrible disappointment. Kind of sad. They used to always fly mainline, but now I think it's just summer seasonal. And American flies 2 flights a day to Phoenix. They've always flown 2 flights a day to Phoenix. They probably always will fly 2 flights a day to Phoenix. Yeah, I don't really understand American, but oh yeah, my battery's at 3% now. Again, that's my main battery. My computer battery is at like 85% or something. My computer's not the problem. I expected my spare battery to last longer, which is kind of what charges my camera, because my camera dies pretty quickly when streaming like this. So that's kind of my fault, unfortunately. I apologize for that. But yeah, we're basically gonna go until it dies, until I can't see anything into my camera. Which could be 10 minutes, it could be half an hour. It just kind of depends how strong the battery is. And that Alaska E-175 is probably going to be pulling into gate C1, either C1 or C3. They're all odd numbers on that side. Right? Oh, wait, no, never mind. I think that's C6. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what side they're on. I think they're on the other side of the little walkway there. So I think that might be C6. We probably won't be seeing that guy depart. Quite honestly, I'm just gonna be real with you. We probably won't be seeing him leave. But there's a mainline Alaska. There's a 737-9 going to Seattle. So we'll be waiting for that guy. I hear something. Do we have a departure? All right, here we go. This is that Alaska 737-900, supposed to depart 48 minutes ago, going to Seattle, Washington. There she goes. One of these days I need to fly in a Alaska 737. I can't imagine it's going to be much different than their Embraers or Q400s or whatever. But I've never actually flown mainline on Alaska. So I feel like that'd be a good trip report. Alright, my camera's not going to focus on that much more. Alright, and that's kind of the action for the next little bit, unfortunately. We got a little Cessna up there. I just call everything a Cessna nowadays. There you go. Kind of a shadow of it. And my spare battery's at 1%, so it's basically gone. So as soon as that thing dies, we are on our countdown. Oh, I accidentally stuck my nose. That's annoying. Yeah, there we go. It is at 0. So I don't know if I've never run it to the ground like that. So I don't know if it's dead or I don't know if 0% is still actually 1 more percent and it just turns off when it dies, or I don't know what's supposed to happen. My camera says it's still charging, so I guess I can run it longer. I don't know if you guys have any experience with spare batteries. I don't know how they work. It's not that hot, so I think we're okay. If it gets hot, I can turn it off. Ooh. Actually, no. Shoot, no, we do have to end the stream, guys. My apologies. There's not gonna be a stream because my charger's dead and my thing's plugged into it. I didn't think about that. Alright, I apologize for that. Thank you all for watching. This has been Legitimate Aviation Live. My name is Devin, here atop the Boise Airport parking garage. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It means a lot to me. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you all next time here at the Boise Airport. Alright. See you guys.